What's up, fellas? How's
What's
everything?
going on?
What's going on, man?
There's
Well,
a
hello.
whole lot going on in these political streets. We're going to dive into it tonight. We figure we bring the panel so that we can talk a little bit about what's happening with President Joe Biden.
Joseph Biden.
Joseph, what's his middle
R.
name?
R. Biden.
Joseph R.
Joseph R.
Biden. And
just
we're
gonna-
going to see, I'm sure we're going to have a diversity of opinions. And so it's going to be quite interesting. How you giving the Biden look, bro? How you giving the Biden
Listen, I just want to give a disclaimer tonight. I am all politically corrected out. So if you need political corrections, this ain't gonna be the show for us.
It's gonna be interesting.
I'm just not. I don't have any more. I check my pockets. I check my wallet. I'm tapped out.
Completely out of political correctness.
I cannot say anything on my commander in chief. The other guy, I can say whatever I want.
You know, that's funny because 4 years ago, it was the other way around. He couldn't say nothing about him.
But now I can say whatever.
Ever you.
Right. So we're gonna start with a video. We're gonna have a series of videos, but I want to start with one, and we're just gonna chat a little bit about the video. This is Nancy Pelosi. She had something to say about he asked her about Joe if he should step down, because the big question right now amongst the Democrats is, should Joe step down? He's made it very clear that he is not stepping down. He didn't want to step down, and we'll talk about in a minute why we feel like he doesn't want to step down. But let's listen to what the Speaker of the House Emeritus has to say about it.
It's up to the president to decide if he is going to run. We're all encouraging him to make that decision because time is running short. I think overwhelming support of the caucus. It's not for me to say. I'm not the head of the caucus anymore, but he's beloved. He is respected, and people want him to make that decision.
He has made the decision. He has said firmly this week he is going to run. Do you want him to run?
I want him to do whatever he decides to do, and that's the way it is. Whatever he decides, we go with.
So Brenton, what is she saying or not saying?
Listen, I speak ignorant, and that Nancy Pelosi, she got that ignorant in her. And what she said, it is what it is. He's gonna do what he want to do, and nobody cares. And we're just gonna have to just see what this gonna be. And I'm telling you, they just fall in line like they're supposed to, as politicians do. But again, what's speaking so loudly is the fact that how they're trying to be very careful with their words, and it's bleeding over, man. Listen, I don't want to start running all the tapes, but this will be the very last time you'll see two old white men running for president ever.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I said it a long time ago.
I had to second that one. I think that this shows the shift in America as a whole. It's just too many. It's too many. This generation is different. You know, it's not our generation for, us old folks in the room, well, older folks in the room. Not a generation where it was okay and acceptable to have older person as the president, because they're just too out of touch with what's going on in the world. And like Brenton saying, Nancy, she a little ignorant, She got a little something in her, and she just basically saying like any black mama would say, I don't care what he do. I mean, as long as he stay out of my business and don't worry about me, I could care less. Just get off and stop getting on my nerves, Joe. That's what he's saying. That's what she's saying.
Bro, even Chuck Schumer.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Yeah, has Chuck said anything at all?
He said, "I'm with Joe." They asked him all kinds of questions. I'm with Joe.
Hakeem said the same thing. So all the leaders seem to be falling in line. Rick, what's your take on this situation?
I see a little different. Nancy Pelosi don't do nothing by accident. She's one of the smartest politicians in Washington, if not the smartest politician in Washington. And what I'm hearing from her is, if anybody in the Senate or anybody in the House that says that he has to make that decision, that means that they are not standing up for Joe Biden here. That means that she is in favor for him to go, because she already know Joe Biden already said 11 days after the debate that he wasn't going anywhere. And when she sat there on MSNBC, knowing that he's already said this and said he has to make the decision, means to me, this smart woman, who's one of the smartest politicians in Washington, have said she will be happy to see him go. That's what that means.
And I believe that. I believe she said it without saying it, because they called her on it too. He said he's not getting out. So for her to say that whatever he wants to do, he's already said what he's going to do.
That's
and
right.
she's like, well, whatever he wants to do, basically, we'll see. So I think there's some smoke behind the scenes, even with the leaders. But as leaders, obviously, they don't want to say too much. I wish they would, because can we all just can we all see what we all think before I go to the next video? Brenton, you think he should step down? And if so, or why? And if not, why? Let's go around the table on that.
No, we're in uncharted territory when it comes to how, again, this is the first time we're voting for two presidents that have a combined age of over 150 years old. Number two, we also have for the first time a convicted felon that is running for president. And thirdly, I mean, listen, I'm not voting for Donald. So Joe can have the pens, go legally blind and deaf. and I'm not voting for Donald. I'm just not. I refuse. Again, the goalpost has been ripped from the ground. They're not moving it anymore. There just ain't none no more. So there's no standard here anymore. So at this point, I'll vote for the decrepit old man. Hey Patricia, what's up? But yeah, as far as me, again, this is the lesser of two evils. At least we know after 4 years Joe gonna go. We don't know that about Donald.
Maybe sooner than that. What about King Noble? What about you? Do you think he should step down? Can you say
I don't think he should? Because I mean, number one, I didn't vote for the orange racist in the first place in the first time, and I'm definitely not going to vote for him a second time. I cannot support anybody that incites racism, that incites hatred. That, I mean, look at how the nation is going, and I can't support somebody who's going to probably have me strapping up my boots and going overseas in like a year of his presidency. It just ain't gonna happen, you know. He's an evil man, and I honestly think that the world needs to see it. The world needs to wake up and see Donald Trump for who he is. And if rappers like Plies can see that, and you know, the more and more facts pour out about this man, like the world needs to see it, and we just need to vote to uphold democracy, really.
I want to respond to what you said before we go to Rick. I think the world knows who Trump is. I think the people that are going to vote for Trump are going to vote for him no matter what he does. No matter if he shoots someone at Central Park, like Fifth Avenue, wherever he said he would shoot someone and get up. I think they know. I think they're of the same cloth. They believe like he believed. They like the radicalism. They don't care. I don't think there's no swaying MAGA voters.
And that's the problem, bro, right? That's the problem we're saying with why it's important to say, well, I ain't voting for neither one of them. Y'all don't understand. What Lamar just said is that his people going to vote for him. So let's just do the math really quickly. If Donald Trump has 50 people voting for him and 48 people only vote for Joe Biden because the rest of us don't want to vote for nobody, but then he wins. So again, that's what I'm saying. It's not about y'all not wanting to vote for Joe or not vote for Donald. It's the fact that people are going to vote for Donald.
No matter what.
That's right. No matter what. So that's why you got to choose, Mr. Ed. Whatever, we gotta choose him, because if we don't choose him, Donald's people gonna choose him. And if he only get again, I do know you got to get 270 electoral votes. I got that, but again, we're talking about uncharted territory. So I'm just telling y'all, it's not about the fact that I'm not voting for nobody. It's the fact that people are going to vote for Donald, and if he gets those little small numbers voting for him, then I didn't vote for nobody. That's going to be the problem, y'all. So that's why we got to vote for Paw.
Yeah, Rick, what do you think? Do you think he should step down? Think he should keep fighting the great fight, shuffling ahead? What do you think? And why?
I definitely think Joe Biden should step aside, without a doubt. I think, and I got numbers.
What's the plan, though?
Well, yeah, what's the plan?
So let me say, so Joe Biden right now has a 39% approval rating. No president in U.S. history has been elected with that low approval rating. Joe Biden is also right now, for the first time, is losing to Donald Trump out of the 5 out of the 6 swing states, more than 3%, which is within the margin area. He's in, I think in Michigan, he's down by 6 points, and it's only climbing. And so when you factor that in, Joe Biden is who done a lot of great things, the infrastructure deal, the CHIPS Act, going against a big pharma, you know. But hold on, let me say this. Yeah, the script. Let me say this.
We already seen the cliff notes. Let's go.
Hey, this is why I say I think he's a good president. I don't think he can win. This is why he should step aside. If Democrats and the president of the United States are going to claim for the last 3 years that if Donald Trump goes back into office, it's going to be the end of democracy, then Joe Biden, who is down in the polls, let me remind you guys of this. In 2020, in 2019, Joe Biden never was behind versus Donald Trump in the polls. Not one poll had Donald Trump ahead of Joe Biden. This is the first time that these two presidents are going against each other, and the first time now after the debate, Joe Biden is now trailing. I think I saw one poll today. He's down by 9 points. This is unprecedented. And let me tell you this. No, he got such a big hill. He already had a big hill to climb before the debate. He had a huge hill to climb before the debate. And the narrative that he was old was already there. I think after the debate, these narratives have persisted and grew louder. Now, 52 million Americans watched that debate live. We watched it and saw that. And now America is scared. And we see that reflected in the poll numbers. And so either he gets out and we get a new candidate in, or we lose anyway. And that's what's going to happen.
So I think that America is skewed by what they see and not what they don't. America's not hearing what's going on. They hear it, but they really don't hear it. And I hear what you're saying, Ricky, like he's behind in the polls and everything. But that's like opinionated polls right now. That's not really that's not hard political polls. Like that's not hard. Like, hey, if he was now granted, if it was the president, if the election was tomorrow, he would lose. Got it. You know, but the issue is bigger than just the polls, man. The issue
is winning. That's the issue.
What's the plan?
Can't win,
that's what I was getting. So that's what I was getting to. So what is the plan? So okay, all right. So
over 80% of So over 80% of America believes that these candidates are too old to run for president. Right?
Okay. Let me get my opinion real fast. Don't jump in. Go ahead. So me and Ricky have talked about. I'm with Rick. I think he should drop out too.
What's the plan?
I'll tell you. I think
the plan is, then Ricky tell you what he thinks the plan is.
Okay.
The reason I say he should drop out is because I don't feel like he can win. And using the analogy you used earlier, Brenton, you got these 50 people that's gonna vote for Trump no matter what. They're gonna vote for him, right? You got these, let's say you got 50 people that were gonna vote for Biden, Democrat, no matter what. You got your own party imploding at this point. Like, I think it's too far gone. You got folk in Congress that are scared that they're not gonna win because of you. You got voters that are looking at this, don't feel like you can win, that you can beat Trump, that don't want to vote, they want to sit out altogether. You got independents that feel like you're not showing strength, that you're weak. I feel like the people that were going to vote for Biden, there's enough now, in my opinion, that are not going to vote at all. That, using your analogy, it's going to be a landslide, in my opinion. Now, I think the plan should be, because I think it's going to get worse. I think we're going to keep seeing these episodes of him not being able to talk and all this. We're going to keep seeing it. It's sliding around in these orthopedic tennis shoes. Our president is at the NATO summit. We're falling up the stairs. We're going to keep seeing this stuff, right? It's going to get worse as we get closer to November. And so I think step down, let Kamala use that $100 million in money. Everybody, if you feel like Rick said earlier, if you feel like democracy is at stake, it shouldn't matter that it's a black woman, Indian. Vote for her, get her in there, and let her have.
But see,
okay.
But see, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. They're not going to. America is not going to vote for Kamala Harris because she is black. I don't care if she's black and Asian, black and Peruvian, black and it's the fact that she is a black woman. They are not going to vote for her. And you know why? Because the majority of America is white. They do not want to see another black person at the helm of the greatest nation in the world. They don't want to do that. They don't want that.
She's the only person that is beating Donald Trump in the polls right now.
Come on, dude. Y'all crazy.
Her and Michelle Obama. Michelle ain't gonna do
but her and Michelle Obama are the only people that beat him in polls.
Maybe Michelle, but never. Listen, her husband can be the whitest white man of all time. Like it don't even matter. But listen, if they didn't vote for Hillary Clinton. No, man, are y'all kidding me?
But it's a different time. But this is a different.
They didn't. No, it's not. If they didn't let Hillary win, they didn't let Hillary win.
See now we know what he'll do. Then we kind of had idea it was crazy. Now we know what he'll do.
Okay, so let's get y'all. Let me say this. Let's say y'all playing. If that's what the plan is, why not just vote Joe in and then just let Joe go on out, and then y'all got your girl. Why we got to play the other game? Just let the
this is not. Because I think you are.
It's too volatile. I think of a situation, though. Yeah. What I'm saying is it's too volatile of a situation. Donald Trump is too volatile of a person. He is hell bent on revenge and using the American system for what he wants.
Project 2025, y'all.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. So, but let me say this.
Somebody gave you a thumbs up.
Let me say this.
I mean, Project.
I'm looking at this as not in. We know the substance. Well, this is not substance. This is not a substance argument. We know clear down that Joe Biden is a clear choice than Donald Trump. We see that. The thing is, Joe Biden cannot win this race. It is evident. We are seeing it. We are seeing it in real time. It's like a train wreck that we've seen slowly happening here. That Joe Biden is losing.
Y'all say that with too much absolute for me. Y'all don't.
He is losing.
I don't.
He is eroding support in this country. You have to think about this way, Brent. You have to look at this. You stupid.
What's up, man?
King Noble and Brent. Y'all have to look at it in this way. That Joe Biden, from the debate to now,
nobody cares about that though, Rick.
This is the reason why we're having this conversation. No. This is the reason why we're having this discussion. This is the reason why already 10 congressmen have already came out and saying he should drop out. This is the reason why one senator today, the first senator in Vermont, Peter Welch, have already said this is the first senator that said that he should drop out.
I'll be honest with you. Let me tell you why people.
This is the point.
Let me tell you one reason why people are doing that. Because half the people that is getting their seats back is because people normally do the ballot just straight Democratic. That's why half of these folks sitting up scared, because they know that they need these people to vote Joe, because most people just they just vote straight.
That's
Democratic.
Right. If you have the person on the top of the ticket, he can bring down the rest of the ticket. This happens all the time. It happened with Donald Trump when he lost. You remember that they thought that they were going to win the Senate, and it didn't happen that way.
Everybody's just trying to self-preservate. That's all they're doing.
It's not. It's not.
I mean, right now.
Okay. Let me ask y'all this question. Let me ask y'all this question. What is the goal here? Is the goal to win?
The goal is to win.
The goal is to win.
No,
the goal is not to allow Project 25. The goal is not to allow this president who have got basically immunity from the Supreme Court to not become president again. And that's the goal. If you're saying that we have to stop this big, huge threat that is Donald Trump, and you refuse to step aside, Joe Biden, the last 3 years won't be. His legacy will take such a big hit. Nobody remember the last 3 years. Nobody remember the last 50 years that he's been in the Senate. They're gonna remember the president that refused to step inside and let tyranny step in place. That's what's gonna happen.
Here's the thing, though. You're saying something like it's an absolute, and I have to agree.
It pretty much is.
But nothing's an absolute.
We look at the historical data.
Yeah, this is an anomaly.
And play another.
It's not an anomaly, Brenton. People lose support after debates. This is not an anomaly.
Okay, I'm gonna give you an example.
That video real fast, y'all. Then we'll come back and revisit.
I can't thank you all enough for staying and for being here and for all your support. Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts. And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Lie! Yes.
It's a shame. He was ineffective in that debate, the entire debate. He couldn't hit Trump on no points. He didn't answer all the questions.
What debate were you watching? Because he did answer all the questions. There was not a question that was not asked of him that he didn't answer.
I heard Joe Biden. I heard Joe Biden get asked about abortion and go start talking about somebody getting killed. Start talking about Medicare. Start talking about people getting killed about with immigrants.
But
this dude was.
Here's the thing, though. Would you rather take him not answering that question as opposed to somebody who's gonna lie about everything?
This is not about substance. This is about winning. It's not about substance.
It is about substance. It is about substance because
it's not.
Again, we're talking about illogical people here because again, it can't be about substance or winning because even for that point, you have illogical people that are voting for a man that again know that he's going to get in office with the intent of never leaving. Right. So that's illogical thinking, period, right there. So but hold on, let me say this. Okay. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna say this. So again, to these points y'all making about these polls, did y'all not remember that Mitt Romney didn't write a concessional speech because he thought the polls had him winning against Barack Obama? So again, y'all got to remember this. Y'all, we are panicking for no reason. Just I'm telling y'all, it's oversensitive, over heightened sensitivity when it comes to this situation. People just got to use their brains. That I think there's still more logical people out there than is not. Because I guarantee you, there ain't nobody asked me about none about polls because I'm not answering no way because y'all just going to figure it out. Yeah, I'm just telling y'all
to this. Donald Trump is a convicted felon. He's a convicted felon.
He said Biden lies more. They all lie. They all in the same lump together.
Yeah. Donald Trump is a convicted felon. And yet, even with that narrative being so Joe Biden and Donald Trump was virtually tied.
That's the person I'm talking about right there. That right there. That's the person I'm talking about right now. No, it says the Dems are immigrant first. It's now about policy over party. No, it's not.
But that's true.
Policy.
But that's true.
No, you can't. So you can't tell me that this is about policy because that clown is not. He's trying to rewrite policy. Yeah. Project 2025. Reps respond to Project 2025. Let me hear what you got to say about that when it comes to policy.
And so let's go back to this narrative. The thing about Biden is that you can go back with every other president, Obama, first bad debate. The thing about Joe Biden is it's about something he can't get rid of. It is age. And you got to hold your collective breath
Neither can
every
Donald
time.
Trump.
Right.
Every time he get out there and talk, that he's not going to have this senior moment that shows that he can't lead the country. I think Joe Biden would do a great job. I think he's done a great job.
Hold it.
Make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
I love Donald Trump's look, man. It's just, I don't know why. Why would you
he
decide
he
to
was
go
so
up
reserved.
against a
He was so reserved. He was so reserved.
They said they both lie. They are both YouTube. What?
White supremacy.
Oh, white. So I was like,
we are the same bird. Basically
Yeah.
saying they're the same.
I mean, I can't.
okay.
Dr. Umar said that too.
So,
I ain't got no problem with
I mean, I really don't have a problem with that. Well, I'm gonna keep that in the narrow space of what it is.
Mhm.
But I mean, when we're just not gonna get on white supremacy right now because
No,
where I
don't
live
do
at,
that.
right?
Don't do that.
Where I live at, I live in Mississippi, and I see it every day, and it is vastly becoming a prominent thing. More microaggressions here than I would have ever thought. And
no,
Project 25 is not a scare tactic.
no, that is a real
And
thing.
that lets me
And that's
know
the problem.
that you reps are a very ignorant person and have not sat back
I
and
don't
read
know.
all 900. I'm just gonna say it. Like I'm gonna say it how I'm gonna say how I say it.
Whoa.
Like,
Wait a minute.
like
Wait. Whoa.
What's going on, Derek, my Dallas brother?
What's up, man?
But let me say this though. And this is just a quick. Prior to 2025, that same think tank, Donald Trump used 60% of their recommended policies when he was president. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities that he's going to use 60 to 75% of the same think tank policies again. A lot of those people who were authors of the 2025 project prior to 2025 were a part of his administration, and so you got to look at it like that. I don't want to get stuck on that right now. I just want to say this, that if we don't have the bigger goal in mind, and this is why you have Democrats in Congress and in the Senate right now quiet and talking behind the scenes on what they should do and how they should get rid of Joe Biden, is because they're looking at what we're all looking at, and that is Joe Biden has always had this narrative, even before he became president, that he was too old. And now every time he go out there and make a speech and he's stumbling and stammering around, it's going to get perpetuated again. That argument of him being too old will get perpetuated again. Again, I think Joe Biden is a good president. I think Joe Biden has done great things for this country. I think that Joe Biden cannot win in November.
Well, I'll just say this.
To go to. He was standing with his 4-star general, and he told me, he said, I don't want to go in there because they're a bunch of losers and suckers. My son was not a loser, was not a sucker. You're the sucker. You're the loser. Then
Yes,
All right, Brandon,
Bama. Bama, the Supreme Court does matter. And again,
it really does.
That's the reality when it comes to, see, again, to Rep's point, Donald Trump didn't really know what he could and could not do. But I guarantee
now
you,
he knows.
Yes, he knows he's going to put the people that's not going to let him out. He got Tricky Ricky Rubio getting ready to take the stance. And
I don't think Rubio. He shouldn't pick Rubio.
Dumb Dick Vance, whatever his name is. All those clowns right there. I'm saying, man, those are the people that he's trying to put in place to make sure that, again, do y'all not understand what happened? Okay, I ain't gonna call that out, but I'm just telling y'all just the reality of what he's already put in place. Now you know, and you go in there with what the Supreme Court has allowed him to have, no holds barred,
and
there's no fear.
And this is exactly why you have to at least look at it.
I don't like y'all option though, Ricky. Y'all Kamala's not going to win. So I got to come up with
wait. I didn't say I'm okay with doing a mini primary. I'm okay with doing whatever. We are the only party.
I'm not finna do that.
I only want Kamala.
There's all kinds of ideas floating around. But let me tell you this. Most Americans do not like the two candidates that we have put up.
Right.
They don't like it. One party is in a unique position to change that narrative. and put somebody else up.
It's not. You're not. Nobody's going to be satisfied. So again, why don't we just deal with it here? Let this man get in there, do his 2, 3, 4 years, and we be done. And let
Brenton, he is not going to win.
You ain't gonna want
and y'all don't have a better option though. Y'all don't have a better option.
But why are people so opposed to Kamala? This woman.
I'm not opposed to Kamala.
I mean, I'm not opposed to
female politician of all time at this point.
She posed better with women than Joe Biden. She posed better with the African American vote than Joe Biden. She posed better with the young vote than Joe Biden. And these things, I don't think y'all really understand. Joe Biden barely became president. He won Pennsylvania by 10,000 votes. I want you to get this. 10,000 votes he won. If that wasn't true, he would not be president right now.
Our economy was not better under Trump. Our economy was terrible under Trump.
Yeah.
The reason we're in
let Reps come on.
Yeah, like
you come on in here, Reps. Reps, you come on in here because all that, no.
As an independent, I don't have a dog in the race really, but I do. I don't want Trump to win, but I don't care for the Democrats.
You got RFK.
I can't stand to listen to him talk on just that. I don't care if he has the best policies ever. You come in and sound like you on that stuff. I ain't gonna be able to vote for you.
I'm telling you.
I think Kamala. It'd be great if Kamala could get it. And what's his name? California Governor Gavin Newsom, but they're from the same state, so it'd be hard. But it can't happen because Rubio might get VP because him and Trump both from Florida. That'd be cool. Other than the fact that Newsom is so far left.
No, nobody's mad.
Nobody's mad. We're just calling you what you are, and you're pulling you to the red carpet.
Yeah, I'm gonna
say it. Like I'm gonna call you what you are. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
I mean, I think everybody's entitled to their opinion. Yeah. But I do think. But let me tell you something. This is what I'm talking about. There are a lot of voices like Reps out there in America right now that's going to vote for Donald Trump, and it is growing. Yeah. And you have a lot of people on the Democratic side that have already said they're staying on the couch this year.
Plan, bro.
They're not voting,
and that's dumb.
They're not voting.
That's what's dumb. So I don't understand why stay on the couch.
I know that.
But here's the reality: why stay on the couch if you know that you're doing the very thing that his 50 voters want y'all to do? We just don't want them to get to 50. That's more stupid than y'all.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. You trying to convince people that have already said they're not going to vote to get out. I'm just saying that they're not going to vote. This is what. Okay, that's not you. This is what Joe Biden and his campaign is trying to do. They're trying to convince people who say, I don't like you. I'm going to just back this one off. Mm-hmm. The MAGA Republicans are going to come out and vote. And so presidential campaigns are about enthusiasm. Who can inject the most enthusiasm to get their crowd out to vote? Joe Biden does not have that. He does not have that. He is going to lose, maybe in a landslide.
We talked about, let's think about the last election where the Republicans thought there was going to be this red wave after Joe's after the 2 years Joe was in office.
Again, and there was polling suggesting that was not the case.
But but what I'm saying is that's not the noise that was being projected. And so again, that's what they always saying. And then guess what? No red wave happened. So there is
Look at Charles Moore. This is what Charles Moore said. I'm not voting for none of the above. Right. This is a lot of people, and this is why I'm upset with the Democratic Party right now. Because we know Joe Biden is a weak candidate, and you continue to put up a weak candidate.
Push him on at the elder abuse.
But hold on. But we say he's a weak candidate. Okay, whatever. But why?
He got 39% poll approval rating.
Hold on, but see, this is what I'm saying. Too many people in the United States.
No,
that's me too, Reps. I'm with you.
Yeah. I mean, like, too many people mentally, they're checked out. There's when you have somebody that will say and do whatever they want. I mean, that's the problem with America right now. America is okay with idiocracy, sycophantism, nepotism, narcissism. They're okay with wrong, and it's the bigger picture here. forget the fact that he's old. Forget the fact that he stammers. Forget the fact that any of that. It's.
But bro, there's no better option.
Lamar's going to vote for Joe. Listen to me. Lamar's going to vote for Joe Biden. Are you voting for Joe Biden, Lamar? He's going to vote for Joe Biden. He don't want to. He don't want to vote for Donald Trump. He's going to vote for Joe Biden.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
Make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
Smithers. I feel like
what I'm voting for is
Mr. Burns.
What I'm voting for is democracy, man. I'm gonna vote for
me too.
But what I'm saying, see, it's bigger than what you're saying when it comes to democracy. What I'm voting for is to prevent certain people from putting black people back in chains.
Listen. I'm voting for democracy, brother. I'm voting for democracy. I will vote for a mop bucket before I vote for Donald Trump. They can put a mop bucket up there. They can put a rock.
Stop asking for stop asking to take the mop bucket out and put
No. What I'm saying, I don't understand. I don't get. Maybe it's not clear what I'm trying to say here.
Okay.
I'm not talking about substance. I agree with both of you guys on substance. I agree that Donald Trump is a tyrant and he's going to do whatever he can to try to become the next Hitler. I agree with you on all of this. He's going to be the next dictator, the first American dictator, if he can be. I agree. I'm just saying to you is Joe Biden have no path of winning, and we're watching it before our eyes, and we're not doing anything about it. That's what I'm saying.
And I just want to say for the record that I'm not voting for Trump. However, I'm hoping that they will do the right thing. Joe will do the right thing and step down so that a better candidate that has longevity that can beat Trump will step in. That's my hope.
We don't have
desire.
There's not enough time to learn. And again, these people lie. Everybody lies. Nobody's telling the truth. Even when Barack was running his campaign, there were things he did not do, right? And that he wanted to say that he was going to do, but he couldn't.
We will.
Yeah, but here I'm saying this, y'all. It doesn't matter if Joe can do it or not. All we're trying to do is keep somebody who has a fan base, and I mean a very delusional fan base. I'm sure most of those people are on psychotropic medication.
This is ridiculous.
So again, all I'm saying is we're trying to stop the zombie apocalypse from happening.
I am perplexed.
Yeah.
I'm perplexed.
I don't know.
I mean, what are you perplexed about? Like, are you going to be okay? I'm gonna ask you this question. Are you going to be okay with someone who has placed people that hate the color of your skin in political office on purpose?
Why I'll be okay with that? Why I'll be okay with that?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. That's what it's.
I think that's what I'm saying. I think there is a language barrier almost here. I am not saying.
I understand you clearly.
I am clearly saying that if you look at the trajectory of if Joe Biden stay on this trajectory, he is going to lose in November.
Lose. And I think that's what we both saying. I think we both are very confident in the fact that based on the data, based on historical data, based on the way it's trending, we don't feel like Biden is going to be able to win. It's not just Republicans against him. There's independents and his own people, own Democrats that don't plan on support.
But can I answer y'all question? So let me directly then give a response to what y'all saying. Even if y'all think Joe is going to lose, it's a risk no matter what.
What?
That's right. So put somebody else in. Take that risk and put somebody else in.
But y'all offer us is Kamala, and we telling y'all the reason why.
I'm not offering just Kamala. He said Gavin Newsom. He said there's Tim Ryan. There's even Pete Buttigieg. He got
Hillary Clinton.
Guess what, Lamar? Hey, guess what? I saw another poll. Listen to me. I'm just gonna put it like this.
I don't know why we keep using these polls as our guide.
That's the only metric. No, it's the only metric. It's positive.
We've seen in political history where polls have gotten it wrong. We've even
Do y'all think the polls are wrong right now? If the election were held today, who will win?
So let me tell you about polls. Let me tell you my views on polls.
Trump will win, right?
Hold on. Let me tell you my views on polls.
Well, answer the question first, so you can say your polls.
No,
okay.
I don't agree with polls because the polls only poll the people who want to be polled. Like here's a poll. How many of us have been polled? Us four.
They sent it to me.
But then I'm saying about Joe and Trump. Have y'all been polled this year?
I've been polled several times. And they send me each message. Yeah, I answered.
Okay, hold on. That's one.
Money off me every day.
So, but Lamar, did you vote? Did you poll? Did you take the poll? I didn't respond to it. So 1 out of 4 is what I'm seeing here. That's 25% of this entire group right here. That's all I'm saying, y'all. If that's the truth. But even if
polls are based off of the polls are based off the demographic and the community they're being polled in.
But it's also whoa. Hold on.
The reason why
you just hold on, Ricky. Hold on. You just said it right there. Polls are based off a demographic. They are only going to select a certain demographic of people to participate in that.
White women, educated people, non-educated people. It's all of that.
But everybody's not getting polled though, bro.
They poll black people all the time. That's why we know that Donald Trump is gaining on black vote for some reason.
I'll tell you what, I've lied on a poll. How about that?
Well, you don't do that, Brent. Don't do that. You don't want to do that.
I'm just telling y'all. So I'm just saying, man.
So Brent, answer the question. Do you think if the election we held today, you think Joe Biden will win?
Yes.
Okay.
Today?
I think there are more logical people in this world that understands that here. So just full disclosure, me and Ricky go. We've had this conversation since 2016, and remember I told you Donald Trump was going to win. Didn't I tell you that?
Yeah,
I did. You did. And then you laughed at me because you said no way. And what I'm telling you is the reality is I believe there are more logical people because now we have a standard about who Donald Trump is. At first, we didn't know. We thought Donald was going to do something different, but now people know. And
Donald Trump got 72 million votes last in 2020.
So he can win the popular vote. Great.
Million vote.
But that's not a popular vote. I said he can. He can win the popular vote this time.
If a Republican president have not won a popular vote since the first Bush.
Right. Man.
Right, Bama girl.
I'm just saying, Rick. Yeah. I think there are more logical people. I think there are more logical people in the world than there are these MAGA. Again, hey, guess what? Everything about what we're saying is a risk.
2 million people voted for Donald Trump. And Joe Biden still barely won the presidency.
Quite smart. And you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards.
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200. Well, anyway, that's it. Anyway, just take a look at what he says he is and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. I got my handicap, which when I was vice president, down to a 6. But by the way, I told you before, I'm happy to play golf if you carry your own bag.
If it's a fair and...
It's just grumpy old men.
Trump is a comedian, man.
And this is exactly what I'm saying. If we put in a new candidate, they keep Donald Trump out of the White House.
No, sir.
No, they don't.
Nobody's going to be all the way happy, bro. And even now, they're not going to be happy.
Let me ask you a question, Brenton. Let me ask you a question, King Noble.
What's up?
If they put up Kamala Harris, would y'all vote for her?
Of course.
Yeah. Okay, there.
But that's logical. That's a logical thinker. And that's all I'm telling you. People are logical.
When you put in front of me facts and you ask me to analyze facts to logic, it's in black and white. I go by black and white, man. Black and white is simple. This man does not belong in politics. This man does not belong in the White House.
He's there.
I'm talking about Donald Trump, man.
I'm telling you, he's there.
So why,
he's on his way there.
Why would I vote for anybody like him?
Okay, so good. We have established that the people who are not going to vote for Donald Trump is going to vote for Joe Biden or Mark Bucket or Kamala Harris or anybody else. It's not the people that I'm not trying to convince you people. I'm trying to convince the people that's sitting on the couch.
Reps, the immigrants don't take my job. They can't take my job.
They get now. We're not.
But that's true. Immigrants are taking. Okay.
What job? What job they taking?
That's not true because the jobs that the immigrants are taking, the black folks don't want them no way.
They're taking jobs.
And they should.
So the millions of immigrants that have been bused to New York and working, they're not taking jobs from people in Harlem and Queens and the Bronx.
That's right. Immigrants made Ricky Sanders. Man, come on.
I know the Democrats don't like to talk about. I mean, not y'all, but the Democratic Party don't like us to say negative stuff about the immigrants because they want to get them over here so they can become voters.
Did Joe Biden just pass? They Donald Trump blocked, right? The biggest
immigration
bill on immigration.
Right.
What was it?
That was a Democratic Party.
I'm talking about what was it?
I mean, it was a. I gotta go look at the detail. It was going to strengthen the border. It was going to strengthen the border. It was going to strengthen the border. It was bigger than any Republican have passed. Joe Biden tried to pass that bill, and Donald Trump told his Republican Party what not to vote for it because he don't want to give Joe Biden no wins.
No, reps they don't want the low paying jobs. They want to be influencers. So I don't know how many kids you got, but the kids I know they want to be influencers. They don't want those jobs. That's the problem.
Kids nowadays they don't want jobs. They want to.
It's so funny too that we talk about
video games.
We talk about the government,
exactly.
Influencers and rappers and all this other stuff. They want to be on OnlyFans and all that. They don't want jobs.
Hey, Rep. Why don't we go after the corporation that hired these illegal immigrants? Why don't we do that? Why don't we go after the billionaires and the millionaires that say, you know what? I'm going to hire these illegals. Why don't we do that? Why don't we make it illegal?
We like.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
These billion, they're what?
That's
I think there's 8 billionaires in the United States of America, I believe. I think.
Oh no,
I could be wrong. I could.
Biden said it's trillionaires. He said 1,000 trillionaires. Or Biden said,
whatever.
There's 1,000 billionaires in America.
Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Whoever, all these billionaires that are in the United States, and my numbers could be wrong, and that's fine. Okay, we all are wrong at some point. If they would pay they would actually pay 24% of their actual wages for it.
No, that'd be great.
You said 24%?
25%.
Actually, 25%. They were going to get taxed that. It would actually get America out of debt.
Yeah, we can do a whole bunch.
People like dumbass.
Ooh, you're pricking my conservative side, but all right.
Why? A lot of the billionaires are all for it.
That's a whole nother problem, though.
Yeah, I've leaned towards it a little bit more, but I just hate the idea of overtaxing people because they have worked harder to get to a higher level.
Billionaires, they don't matter.
Ain't work hard.
You're still billionaires. You are still a billionaire. What does it matter if you lose $2 billion and you still got 25?
Might well be China.
Billionaires
like some Chinese stuff.
Billionaires don't work hard, man. They sit back behind like we are right now.
I think that's the privilege you get of getting to the millionaire status and being boss where you don't have to work hard. You let your money work for you.
And that's ultimately what the problem is. That's really what the issue is that everybody wants to get who's going to get them their money. And that's all we care about. We don't care about these policies. We really don't. We don't care because, again, even when both sides, Democrat and Republican, has at least at some point had all three branches, Senate, House and
we
the
know what you
presidency.
mean.
And the presidency. And guess what? Nobody wants to pass these laws.
Nobody wants.
So that's what I'm saying.
Nobody.
So it doesn't matter. So
Special
again,
interest because of special interest.
I don't speak politically correct anymore. So it doesn't mean
I
it matters
speak
to
right.
me. Yeah. So again, all I'm saying,
right.
and all I'm saying is, there's no need for us to get into to try to have this high school project, science project about putting dumb Trump in and then seeing if he lying or not. I don't need to see. I already know.
We know he's lying.
That's what I'm saying. Let's just deal with Joe for four. That is, that's a new slogan. Deal with Joe for four.
Yeah, Joe for four.
And then let him go. That's it. Hey, that's a new slogan. Deal with Joe for four. And then let him go.
I think
Joe.
It's going to be a dangerous thing. Not if when Joe Biden stays in this race, it's all senile and shuffling across the floor, and Biden wipes the floor with him because they're talking about doing another debate, which is stupid to me.
Trump wiped the floor with him.
And then Trump is going to wipe the floor with Biden, in my opinion. Not because I like Trump, I just think that's what's going to happen. He went very light on him this time. Then Congress, then the House is going to continue to be Republicans, and then the Senate, the Democrats are going to lose the Senate, and Trump is going to have all power. The court, the Supreme Court, the House, the Senate, and all this Project 25 stuff y'all talking about is going to come to pass.
Listen, I stay up at night thinking about this. This is not good. We are in a terrible, terrible position. And this is a person who, and let me just say this guy is what's the old adage in politics? It's the economy, stupid, right? Mm-hmm. Right? We have inflation up high. So now you have young people upset about that. You have people upset about inflation, just period. That unfortunately happens under Joe Biden's watch. So he's not only dealing with, I know the economy is growing, but not only is he dealing with the economy, he's dealing with low approval ratings. He's dealing with the fact that everybody thinks he's not up to the job. And he's dealing with the fact that he can't hit back on Donald Trump on his.
Boy, you crazy.
You out your mind.
Ain't no way, fool.
It's not crazy.
And that's so. No, I'm gonna tell you that. That's the thing.
Speak of the house.
But what I'm telling you is that's the thing about conservatives. They can't even agree. I mean, come on. What's his name? The little pedophile, looking like
Matt Gaetz.
Matt Gaetz. That's what I'm saying, bro. So I'm not worried about conservatives being on the same page because they all greedy. And they all want power.
They're never gonna
be. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about Trump enacting certain policies. There's a lot of stroke. There's a lot of power in that stroke of that executive order pen. And I'm telling you, if you let this man get back in office, I know he's going to do it right. Head on that executive order stuff.
I'm shaking my head. No, I'm shaking my head.
I was talking about Brenton.
No, I'm shaking my head because that's the least of our concerns. The problem is that he's going to put the people in there that are going to do what he wanted Mike Pence to do.
Absolutely,
and that's going to happen. That's the least of our concerns.
The thing about it is,
and y'all think we got a better chance with Joe Biden?
I don't think we got a better chance with nobody. I'm just telling you, we just need to get through it and make sure that Donald don't get it. That's all. I think it put up Scooby-Doo for all I care. I don't care. Whoever.
Let me ask both of y'all this question. Do y'all feel like Joe Biden is too old to be president?
Yes.
Oh, whoa.
But y'all missing my point.
There you go. Even you, a supporter that think he's too old to be president. What do you think? An independent, a person that's going to stay on the couch,
like me,
feels about Joe Biden?
Listen, I'm not a Democrat, nor am I a Republican. But
I'm not saying that. You're going to vote for Joe Biden. The people who are not going to vote for him thinks that and is not voting for him because of that.
There are two different schools of thought in this moment. People are voting for Joe because of Donald, and people are not voting for Joe because of Donald. So again, that it doesn't matter. My point is that it doesn't matter if he's old. We just want to stop Hiroshima, whatever y'all want to call it. But that's what I'm saying. Of course, that's the goal. That's the goal. So it don't matter if Joe is old, if Kamala is black, if Gavin Newsom is whatever. It don't matter. We just don't want him.
Like
that's what I'm saying. Y'all arguing about nothing.
So I asked some people in my unit,
I agree with that, Rep. Term limits are needed. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean, I agree with. So I asked some people in my unit, realistically, what would they rather see? And they said, honestly, they don't even care the fact that he's old. They would just, the biggest thing is just ensuring that someone like him, we're talking about Donald Dumbass, is not in office. And people that are like him are not in the political positions that they are in. That honestly, if you really talk to people with common sense in America, they're gonna tell you it don't matter about his age. It's the fact of stopping people that are like him, Donald Trump, getting into these offices and getting rid of the people that are in these positions.
So y'all like
add to that though. I agree with what you're saying. However, people are making principled decisions and arguments right now all throughout the diaspora because they're pissed off that this old man will not pass it on. He won't let go. He's letting his ego get involved. Of course, at the end of the day, they probably gonna.
So what's Donald Trump doing?
It's like Donald
Trump is the enemy anyway. Who cares, right? He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
What did he say about Donald Trump?
He said that's what Donald Trump is doing.
I said, what is Donald Trump doing? Donald Trump is
an ego-driven. He's being ego-driven
narcissist, right?
Ego-driven narcissist. Well, we know what he is. He's not even a politician. He just a billionaire decided he wanted a new shiny toy and get some more people praising him, like a lot of preachers on Sunday morning.
He's a rapist.
Do not get me started on that.
He's a convicted felon. He's probably a pedophile because there's a video out with him and Jeffrey Epstein together. Like, and
all that honestly, brother, is so true.
Honestly, truthfully, I believe that Donald Trump is the embodiment of the devil, and he needs to get on up out of the freaking. We need to get rid of him the best way we can.
The Democrat fashions themselves as a better, classier party, if you will.
They're not.
And people want them to pass on. Like we sick of the Robert Byrds and this guy right here.
Thoughts about what?
Okay, but we sick of him too.
Thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026?
All of them need to be out of Congress.
That is exactly the problem.
That's the exact
problem. Wait. What's the problem? What's the problem?
That he is just as old as
oh man, Biden. you turned around, bro. What happened to your phone?
I didn't get turned around. My phone is sideways. I don't know what happened.
One more clip. Here we go.
You trolling now, bro.
Oh my God.
You're trolling. We know what you're trolling. It doesn't matter. Donald, this is it. He just is sloppy with his walk too.
Right.
This is our president with these
the average shoes. Do y'all know the average age of Congress in the president is past 65? Is the oldest in U.S. history. This is another thing. Since you like facts, right? You like facts. The incumbent president, the next election, mostly always have a lower turnout than the first. Donald Trump turnout is going to be the same. Donald Trump, this was so smart about that campaign. They knew they couldn't get new voters. So you know what they did? They knew they couldn't turn voters. So they went out and got new voters. They went out to all these rural areas that people that don't vote, and they got them registered to vote, and they went out and voted because they knew that they couldn't turn independents back Republican because of how crazy Donald Trump was. His demographic is only going up. Joe Biden is going down.
People are scared of Donald Trump. That's the problem.
Okay.
Our people, again,
even some of our people are freaking are. I just think that he would do a. Joe Biden would never be remembered. If Joe Biden lose and the Democratic Party lose, it's unforgivable at this point. It is unforgivable.
Rick.
Because they knew that Joe Biden can't win. This is the conversation that they're having right now. And this is the conversation while you hear in the back door, behind the scenes, What I heard today, 90% of the Democratic Party believes that Joe Biden should step down, but they don't want to say so publicly.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Democratic machine.
And I don't even like LeBron James, and that's a totally different topic. But when LeBron James won the NBA championship, and matter of fact, let's not even. Every year, what do people say? LeBron James probably has a chance to win an NBA championship, and people talk about LeBron behind his back all the time, right? They say this and they say it. But then when they get on camera, what do? They do the politically correct thing, right? And like, well, we don't. But then at the same time, when the season get going, what are they doing? Ride with LeBron until they ain't in the playoffs, right?
The problem with this analogy is that LeBron James can average 30 points a season, and Joe Biden is looking like a feeble, old person and perpetuating a narrative that's already been out there for the last 3 years. Joe Biden, this ain't a new narrative. This has been there for the last 3 years about Joe Biden being old and being feeble and not being able. What the Republicans say, he not even running the country. He not even running the country. He don't even know where he is.
You gotta go to bed before 8 o'clock.
It's just, I don't know, man. Yeah, and he said that. He literally said on a call to the Democratic Congress that maybe he should sleep more and go to bed at 8 o'clock and stop staying out late. What?
But okay, so let's say this, y'all. But again, there has been a fundamental problem in our democracy when it comes to old age. He just played Mitch McConnell. What's the other girl? The Democrat.
But this is new. This is new, right?
Nancy Pelosi,
Maxine Waters.
But she stepped down. But she stepped down from her position. But she still. But those people are voting for those old folks. So again, what I'm saying is, what's the one that was the Democratic head? She just died. Did she die? Oh, she got all.
You're talking about what's her name? Rick, California, ain't she? What's California?
Exactly.
The white lady.
Yeah,
the white lady.
But even her, even Supreme Court, the little Ginsburg. Yeah, so that's what I said. This is
Feinstein.
Dianne Feinstein. My whole point is that this has been a fundamental problem from us, and all of a sudden now we're pretending like Joe is the first old dude in Congress. It's like, I mean, in our government, it's like, dude,
no, we not.
It's a problem.
People. That's what I'm saying. People are pretending. What he's saying is people are pretending like, oh, we ain't had old people in these.
We don't. This is still there.
This is the difference, right? This is the difference. This is a difference. I'm about to tell you. First of all,
Mitch McConnell has been the representative of Kentucky since I was a kid.
Again, this is the difference. I'm about to tell you. Did you vote for Mitch McConnell?
No, you couldn't.
Okay. There you go. Did you vote for Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
Those people are still around.
Answer the question. Did you vote for that?
I get what your point. So what is
okay? So this is the difference. The difference is America votes on who the president is, and if America say, "I'm tired of these old people. I don't want them in there," then guess what? I can't vote for Mitch McConnell. I can't vote for Dianne Feinstein. I can't vote. Listen, that is not true. They're not voting for them because they old. Do you know that most people that are incumbent, they get voted back in 87% of the time? That is crazy amount of numbers. So most likely you're going to win again. They got the name recognition.
They have too much money, name recognition,
all of it.
People scared to run against them.
Yeah, and a lot of them go on polls a lot of time.
I just believe nobody here, wherever, even behind the polls, we do not know what's going to happen. And all I'm saying is,
you sound like Whoopi.
He's
saying every day on the view.
I'm not going to talk about people voting, but I'm just saying.
Can we predict the future?
We cannot, and that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying we just got to roll the dice with what we got, and then but we got to just know what.
If y'all saying all this stuff about democracy, which I truly believe, I'm on y'all camp on that side about this.
I'm with you, man.
About all this stuff, all this stuff. We know Joe Biden is old. We know this. We know that he is. Can
y'all answer that question though? Because I asked that earlier. what is wrong with him getting in, and then something happened, and then
me and Lamar answered that question. We don't think he can get in. We don't think he can win.
I'm okay with that, but I just don't think he can get in. One of the reasons I don't think he can get in because of this. George Clooney writing a letter, doing an op-ed, saying that he wants him to step down. All these celebrities, all these donors,
the billionaire donors saying, I am not giving no more money.
Now, you gonna make me put my conspiracy hat on now.
No. Do you know why, Richard?
Obama got conspiracy. Of course, Obama and what's the woman in the Speaker of the House? Nancy Pelosi, Schumer, of course, they got these folks doing this because they can't do it. I believe that's my conspiracy. I think Obama and them behind the scenes having these people come out and say, but they can't do it.
It's not even a conspiracy. They are doing it for the same reason that I'm temporarily saying it, the same reason why a lot of other Americans are saying it. They're saying it because they don't believe that Joe Biden can win in November, and we need to try to get somebody else on the ticket.
So let me say this.
Time is ticking. Time is ticking right now.
So let me say this as a conspiracy theorist. It would be one thing if we were talking about the economy, right? Because those numbers, people can predict, and that's even still, you just really don't know. But again, I would listen to an economist tell me, hey, the market is about to crash. Why? Because the numbers speak and it tells you that. It's not the same with politics. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care what these people don't know what's about to happen. All they are.
He was projected to win in 2020 and he won.
But we've already argued the point that there has been instances, Hillary Clinton, we've talked about Mitt Romney. So again, there are instances that doesn't happen. So all I'm saying is we gotta
Mitt Romney was never. I don't know what you're talking about. He might have thought he was gonna win, but he was never projected to beat Barack Obama. In 2012, he was never projected to beat him,
dude. But again, whether it's delusion or it's polls, he thought he was going to win, and so again, Donald Trump is very delusional. Again, he's very delusional because he kept saying the same thing when he was running against Joe the first time. We're gonna blow him out the water, blah blah blah. So again, I'm just saying, nothing has changed when it comes.
And you know what he was saying. You know what Donald Trump was saying during that 2020? He was saying the same thing Joe Biden was saying. The polls are wrong. Don't believe in the polls. I don't believe my approval rating. I don't believe my approval rating is 40%. I don't believe that. I don't believe none of the polls. And all the polls was right. They were right. Joe Biden was predicted to get back the blue wall. He did that. He was predicted to get close in Arizona. He actually won Arizona. This is what I'm saying. Those polls wasn't wrong. Those polls were right.
Who got Arizona? Biden did?
Biden won Arizona.
In Arizona red?
He was Arizona is purple.
It's historically a red state.
It's purple now. It is purple now. Historically, yeah. Yeah, it's purple now. And so this is what I'm saying. Those polls in 2020 were not wrong. Those polls in the for the midterms, they were not wrong. They thought the red wave they thought was coming. There was polls saying that it was not coming. It was not coming.
And this time it's not just Trump saying it's not Trump really saying that he's gonna demolish him. It's Democrat strategists. You got, what's the dude that was with Obama? What's the guy, the senior advisor for Obama? You remember I'm talking about?
I can't remember his name, but he just did an interview on CNN.
Axel. You talking about Axel?
Axel, yeah.
Axelrod.
Axelrod. You got all these strategists saying it's gonna be a landslide.
All of them saying that they are looking at the tea leaves here, and they saying, first of all, no president in U.S. history has been down by 6 points in all these swing states and have won. It's not looking good. Joe Biden have to do something that no president in U.S. history have done.
Odds against
right now. He has to do that. He has to overcome his approval rating. He has to overcome the economy. And he has to overcome being down in all 6 swing states. Okay, good luck.
Here's my final thought, because he done ate his chicken sandwich, and so he's all energized already.
I still got it right here. It's just regular energy. Still got it right here.
So listen, here's my final
We get that from McDonald's.
That for Joe giving him that $5 meal. Yeah, he got that.
Chick-fil-A, baby. Chick-fil-A.
So here's my final thought. This conversation will suit us better after November. I think then we can have the conversation. Because
we gotta do this again next week.
Oh no, I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying as it relates to Joe and Dodo. So again, this conversation will be better suited because then we'll know, and then we'll see what's up.
It'd be too late, Brenton.
Well,
that's why they having the discussion right now to replace him.
I'll be honest with you. All this talking ain't gonna do nothing either. Because unless y'all make this man,
I don't think they talking. I think they are actively trying to figure out a way.
So here's the better question, and then we can leave on this note. Here's the better question: are they going to be successful in pulling him down?
Are they going to be successful doing what?
Getting Joe to come down.
I predict by the time we do this show next week, he's going to be announcing that he's stepping down.
Wow, I got 100 on that one.
Well,
you want to? I'm with. I got 100 on that one.
I got 100 on that one.
That's 200 on the table.
Y'all,
I think the time. I ain't putting no 100 on it. Yeah. I work too hard on it.
I don't think about it. I don't ain't that sure.
What up, Craig? That's all I'm saying. Put your money where your mouth is. If you're gonna say that, I'll take that one. 20 on it. I got 20. Okay. This time next week.
That's 60.
I'm gonna say like this.
Putting 20 on it.
I'm gonna say this. I think that time is the president's friend. The longer that he drags us out, the longer that they're not going to be able to push him.
So are they going to be successful? That's what I want to know. Are they going to be successful?
It's 50-50 right now. I don't know.
There's a reason Kamala is in Dallas today and all over the place.
She's going to be all over.
A lot more exposure. Okay. And speaking very presidential.
They only got 3 weeks.
It's going to be tough.
They only got 3 weeks.
They only got 3 weeks.
They only got 3 weeks before the convention.
Oh, for the convention.
Yeah. And that's it. Yeah. So again, I don't know what y'all think gonna happen. That somebody's gonna come in here and beat. Listen, the only person that can do this. What just happened
across seas? What just happened across seas? The election. How many weeks? 3 weeks they had an election.
But they have a totally different type of election.
You talking about India? You talking about India?
Talking about Europe.
In Europe.
In France.
Like where they thought that that conservative right was gonna win and they got blown out the water.
I know that's right,
I mean, blown out the water.
Right, Bama.
First time in 14 years.
So here it is. The only person I think that can fix this problem is the Antichrist. And I'll see y'all later. That's the only person. That's the only thing I think can happen. Because other than that, y'all are out of y'all minds if y'all think Joe Rupert Biden is going to come off of that stage. He done worked too hard to get there.
So he have, and his wife is super excited. We got to see that one more time.
I can't thank you all enough for staying and for being here and for all your support. Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question. You knew all the facts.
She's happy.
I'm not dealing with Lamar. I'm not dealing with Lamar.
That's your president.
You want my final thoughts? Yours too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Man. So my final thoughts are this. America, we just need to get out here and vote, man. Regardless of what you think, regardless of what polls say.
Wow, Joe.
We should just get out here and vote.
That's the truth.
If you don't want our people to be in hypothetical chains again, well, not hypothetical, but figuratively speaking, be in chains again, then you might want to get out here and stop what's going on right now. It's bigger than just the two people who are running for president. It's what's going on in America, what's going on in these states. It's abortion. It's the immigration laws. It's the destruction of the civil rights movement that our people fought and died for 60 plus years ago. That Martin Luther King marched from Alabama all the way up to Washington D.C.
Who you paying for these
thumbs
up, bro?
Thumbs up. Yeah,
who you paying for this?
That's what it's really about.
That's a phone thing. You using your phone?
Yeah.
If I do it again, yeah. If you using an iPhone, it'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about that. It's about America. It's about us as a people coming together to stop evil from taking over and putting us, putting us in a place where we don't need to be. So that's my final thoughts. Forget the age, forget the color, you can't forget the color. Just see what it is and see what it is for real. Like, open your eyes, America. That's my thoughts.
And anybody else want to final thought? We can get some final thoughts.
Yeah. I think Joe Biden has been a pretty good president. I like Joe Biden. I really do. I just don't think he can win in November. And I think he can't overcome his approval rating. I don't think he can overcome the economy. And I don't think he can overcome being down in all swing states and overcome the polls. I just don't think he can. And as much as I would like to see him, be president for another 4 years, I just don't think he got it. I just don't think he got it in him. I don't think he can beat Donald Trump. Oh, that was cool.
That works. That's what that is. I was like, why is this?
I just don't think he can beat Donald Trump, and I think if he stay on this trajectory, he's going to be remembered as the president who didn't step aside. That's going to be his legacy. He's going to be remembered as that, and the Democratic Party is going to suffer for the next 30 to 40 years for it.
Love you too, man. Love you too.
You got any final thoughts, Brendan? Or did you already do yours?
Listen, my final thought is we're not gonna keep lying, because again, whether it's Jill, Joe, Donald, or Donald's mistress, or
Stormy Daniels.
Yeah. That's a hot take for you. If Donald get in, Stormy gonna be the first lady.
She'll be the first host.
That's it. So I again, we'll talk next week, and then we'll see what happens. But I don't know. We're just gonna have to we just gotta just cut out the noise of the lies. I can't even watch the news anymore right now, y'all. So I'm just tired of hearing it. We know he's old.
Go watch it. You'll see all those Democratic colleagues calling for him to step down.
It's my final thought. Thank you.
CNN is all over. I'm sorry, my bad.
No, it's my final thought. Thank you.
My bad. Sorry.
And now I'm done.
My final thought, real quick. CNN, when CNN has turned on the Democratic Party, on the Democratic president, the writing is on the wall. When Democratic strategists, Obama's people, Obama's speechwriters, Obama's strategists and advisors, people that used to work for Biden, all these people are speaking. When the Speaker of the House Emeritus, which we've created, is not saying strategically so that we can know what she thinks, the writing's on the wall. And I think that he's going to be stepping down in a week. So that we can get somebody else in there, get Kamala in there with the golden chest of $100 million of money to go ahead and be the nominee. I don't like that whole idea of doing a primary. I don't like that. I think they can't jump over this black woman. I think you're gonna lose black support, which is weird because a lot of black women don't like to vote for black women for some odd reason. I don't understand that, but they're gonna be mad if they jump over. So my final thought is he's gonna step down. He's going to step down.
I would say put a dub on it.
Yeah, right. I want to say one more thing. This is the reality. Old white men don't like to hear no. None of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. Old white men don't like to be told no. And now y'all seeing it. Y'all seeing it firsthand from Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Nobody want to give up that power willingly.
And here's even bigger: rich old white men sure don't like to be told.
Don't want to be told no.
Okay, so
he ain't trying to let it go.
That's like you telling a plantation owner that you're not gonna get out there and pick that cotton. Why you gonna get out there and pick that cotton, boy?
Joe Biden can truly be the savior of America by just stepping down.
Yeah, good luck.
It's like telling a slave owner, you can't have no more niggers. No more niggers.
You can't have no more niggers. You
can't be a slave or no more.
I'm not speaking politically correct anymore. That's y'all are seeing right now what the country was built on. Old white men never being told no.
Exactly.
And that's it.
I'm gonna play one more video on our way out, and then I just want to thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. We're gonna do this every week up until November, everybody, and it's gonna be other faces on with us. If one of us can't pop on, you're gonna see these faces and some others. I'm gonna invite different people on every week as well. But we're the staple. We're gonna try to ride this thing out and keep you all informed. We hope that in our back and forth that y'all learned a little bit about something.
Can we talk about that? Can we talk about them people who marched in that city with them masks on and those American and Confederate flags next week? That's what I thought we was gonna talk about this week. But
we talk about it next week.
Yeah,
I would talk about it next week. I was gonna have topics and stuff, but I figured we freestyle the first one and then
freestyle is always fun.
Be more formal on the next one a little bit. But I want to play one of the videos again just to remind us who we got in this.
Quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way, and I do it. He
make every single solitary person eligible for what I've been able to do with the with the COVID. Excuse me, with dealing with everything we have to do with. Look, if we finally beat Medicare.
I wish I had the one where Biden said, where Trump said, I don't even know what you just said. Thank you all, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all have a good night. Appreciate you, fellas.
All right.
Don't win.
Put a dub on it.